If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The Chapel of St. Martin does not violate the terms of the White Gold Concordat. There is no Talos worship going on here.
It violates the spirit of the White Gold Concordat. I must urge you to cease and desist at once.
Oh? What is the spirit of the White Gold Concordat?
The spirit of the White Gold Concordat is that men are not and can never be gods. Just as Tiber Septim is not a god, nor is Martin Septim.
But what does the Concordat actually say?
The Concordat forbids Talos worship.
No mention of Martin Septim worship, though?
No, there isn't. I must consult with my superiors. Perhaps we will have to petition for a slight amendment to some unfortunately specific wording within the Concordat.
Damnable tavern! Damnable owner! How dare he allow that lizard to engage in such a salacious display? Scandalous!
It's time for another warning to all the wonderful citizens of Bruma. Citizens of Bruma, I stand here to remind you of the White Gold Concordat.
There's another tavern in town.
Its decree, particularly the outlaw of Talos worship, is imperative. Talos worship is a crime, and those committing such heresy will be dealt with swiftly and with great prejudice. Let none say you were not warned. Obey the White Gold Concordat and the Thalmor Justiciars, and you will be spared this fate. And so, Skyrim's new favorite folk hero chooses to grace us with their presence. The Dragonborn, I presume. The burdens of fame weighing you down? Well, don't worry. I assure you, you'll receive no special treatment from me. A joker, too. Wonderful. Yet another troublemaker for us to keep an eye on. At least if your attempts at sardonicism weren't quite so posturing. Many before you have thought themselves invincible. Above the Thalmor, above the Dominion, above their precious empire and its laws, its concordats. They now find themselves hanging from trees, their decrepit husks wasting away amidst near-endless blizzard. Enjoy your stay in this fair city. No, I just wear the uniform for fun. Yes, of course I am. I'm here to protect the Aldmeri interests in Bruma, and ensure that the terms of the White Gold Concordat are upheld. Important, given that we're so close to Skyrim and its rebellious little Nords. Not highly of me, I suppose. Then again, the feeling is mutual. Next you'll be telling me, my, oh my, not many Gwar in Bruma. Scales of Auriel, thanks for telling me that. I'll be sure to tell all my friends. Put up posters, even. To hear you speak of civility is somewhat disarming, considering our environs. This city is filled with uncultured louts who I suspect would quickly turn on each other for an ancient bottle of mead. Given that you at least have the vocabulary and mental faculties to understand the concept of civil society, yes, let us speak. But be quick about it. Disarming lack of incorrigible idiocy aside, you are still not my idea of a scintillating conversationalist. No. If anything fruitful is going to come of this conversation, it will not be the sentimental exchange of life stories. Suffice it to say that I am a Thalmor Justiciar operating in Bruma. My identity outside of that is entirely irrelevant.
There once was a hero named Lucian.
I will put it in
singing,
simple
writing,
terms, so perhaps you might understand. The Aldmeri Dominion signed an accord with the Empire, known as the White Gold Concordat. That accord guarantees the Dominion, and by extension the Thalmor, that Talos worship shall be outlawed. We are simply here to ensure that the Empire does not renege on that commitment. Guilt. Why should I feel guilt? I'm a Thalmor Justiciar, yes, but the Aldmeri Dominion is not a single consciousness. This empire is a political entity. It has committed untold acts of persecution and genocide in the past. One need only have a cursory knowledge of the Tiber Wars and imperial history to know this to be true. Tiber Septim, the man-god so many Nords and Imperials love to revere, was himself guilty of the sins you attribute solely to the Dominion. But I digress. I am a soldier of the Thalmor, and I carry out the duties assigned to me by my superiors. If your goal is to make me feel guilty for enforcing dictates which your own emperor signed into law, then I'm afraid you will enjoy precious little success. I am Altmer. I was born and raised among the wizard lords of Alinor, and now I am posted to a frigid squat filled with brutes and drunkards. That doesn't exactly lend itself to a warm disposition. Does that make things any clearer? Then it appears I was incorrect in my initial assessment of you. Though don't flatter yourself. We're not best friends simply because I've stopped pelting you with barbed words. But yes, to put a long story short, we are all products of our environment, are we not?
Dagon did a lot of damage here back in the Third Era. He opened a great gate, which was, frankly, not great.
I haven't given it very much thought.
Sorted it all out.
My enjoyment is irrelevant. I have a role within the Thalmor, and the duties which go along with that. I have fulfilled and will continue to fulfill that which is asked of me to the best of my ability. Again, my enjoyment, or otherwise, is irrelevant. Bye.
Oh look, an infant. How quaint.